here to teach you chemistry after a long time, as there was a test and I hope you have given your test well. Okay, so today I am going to start the new chapter of chemistry. Okay, chapter number 3, matter. Okay, so about matter I have already taught you. Okay, in my previous chapter I have already taught you that anything that has mass, okay, and occupies space is called matter, which we can perceive by our sense, we can see, we can touch, we can feel, is called matter. Okay, so matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Okay, is called matter. Now what is this mass? About mass also I have said you the quantity of matter an object contain is called mass. And what is this space occupied? That space occupied is called the volume. Okay, space occupied is called the volume. Okay, now on the basis like now an object may or may not have definite shape. An object may or may not have definite volume. They can flow, they cannot flow an object. So on the basis of this property, okay, matter has been, what is say, found on the earth in 3 different forms. Okay, in 3 different states. Okay, matter has been found on the earth. Matter exists in 3 different states. Okay, now I am going to teach you about the states of matter. What I said that about matter we have already learned. Okay, so matter exists in 3 different states. Okay, 3 different states matter exists on the earth. Now what are these 3 different states? Okay, so one by one we will see about this in detail. Okay, so now see here, states of matter. States of matter. Okay, so matter exists in 3 different states. Matter exists in 3 different states. Okay, so number 1 is solid, liquid, and last one is gas. Okay, so matter exists in 3 different states. So matter exists in 3 different states: solid, liquid, gas. So today I am going to teach you about only solid. In my next class I will teach you about liquid and gas. Okay, so there are 3 states of matter. On the basis of their shape, volume, ability to flow, okay, matter exists in 3 different forms: solid, liquid, gas. Okay, so first I will teach you about solid. Okay, so first state of matter is what? Solid. Okay, so today I am going to teach you about solid. Okay, so what is solid? Okay, so first I will tell you the definition of solid. Definition of solid. What is solid? Okay, what is the definition of solid? The state of matter that has a definite shape, definite volume, okay, and it does not flow, okay, from one place to another. Okay, it doesn't flow from one place to another on its own. Is called solid. Okay, so this is the definition of solid. Okay, what is solid? The state of matter that has definite shape, definite volume, and it does not flow. Solid do not flow, okay, from one place to another. Okay, so this is called solid. So this is the definition of solid. Okay, so solid does not change its shape. Okay, until and unless any external, okay, what is a force is applied on it, okay, the solid will not change its shape. Okay, for example, if I will take a piece of butter, okay, and butter has a fixed shape, okay, butter has a fixed shape. If I will take a, what do you say, a cube of butter, okay, and I will keep it on a pan, and I will supply the heat. So what you will observe is that the butter will start melting. The butter will start melting on supplying the heat. Okay, the butter absorbs the heat, and the butter was in a solid form. Okay, so after absorbing the heat, it start melting, so it has changed its shape. So solid will not change its shape. Okay, and it will change its shape only until and unless we do not apply any external force or heat. Okay, external agent is not applied on it, so it will not change its shape. It will not change its shape. Okay, so if we will apply the external force, okay, or we will supply heat on it, okay, so then only it will change its shape. Until and unless we do not crush it, we do not break it, so it will not change the shape. No, solid will not change the shape until and unless we do not, what is apply any external agent on it, any force on it, it will not change the shape. Solid will not change the shape. Solid has many free surfaces. Okay, solid can also be cut into the pieces. Okay, we can cut soft solid into pieces, which are soft solid like stone. We cannot cut in the pieces. Stone is also solid, stone is hard, okay. But some soft solids are also there, some soft solids are also there, which we can cut into the pieces. Understood? So we can even cut the solid, okay. And examples of solid are tree, board, table, chair, book, copy, pencil. So many examples are there. Okay, so solid, I've already said you that solid, it can be hard or it can be soft also. Okay, so soft solid like butter. Butter is soft solid. Okay, if it is frozen, it is soft solid. Frozen one, okay, not melted one. Okay, melted one has become a liquid state. Okay, so the frozen butter is the soft solid. Okay, and diamond is the hard solid, stone, rocks and all are the hard solid. Okay, so I said you already that matter exists in three different states. Okay, solid, liquid and gas. But there are two more states of matter that exist in the nature. Okay, that exist in the nature. Now what are they? Okay, two more states of matter. Okay, so what are they? Number one is plasma. Number one is plasma. Number two is Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, so we even write this, okay, in the short form BEC. Okay, BEC. This is the short form and the full form of BEC is what form of this? Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, so what are the two more states except the solid, liquid, gas? What are the two more states? Plasma state is there, okay, and number two is Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, so we are just going to learn about only solid, liquid, gas in detail. Okay, we are not going to learn about this in detail. Okay, just for your knowledge, this two state is also there. Okay, so plasma exists. Plasma state exists at very high temperature, and BEC, that is Bose-Einstein condensate, exists at very low temperature. Okay, so these two were more states of matter that exist in the nature. Okay, now two more activity is there about solid. Okay, we are going to prove something. There are two activities, so one by one I'll tell you about the activity, what is that activity tells. Okay, so let's start with activity 1. Activity aim to show that a solid has fixed shape. Okay, materials required: coin, eraser, a piece of chalk, pencil, cap of water bottle and a rubber band. Now what is the procedure? Okay, so number one, what you have to do is that, you have to take a piece of paper. Okay, you will take a piece of paper. Okay, and on this paper you will trace the outline of the materials you have taken. Okay, that is coin, eraser, pencil, a piece of chalk, a cap of bottle. Okay, so you will keep that all object on the piece of paper and you will trace it with the help of pencil. Okay, like you will keep the eraser and you will trace it with the help of pencil. So this is eraser, this one is coin, okay, this one is coin, pencil, okay, piece of chalk, and what is left is the cap of water bottle. So cap of water bottle is in the form of circle only. So you will keep this all, okay, and you will trace it on a piece of paper. After tracing, remove that. So what you have to do is, okay, after tracing, you take a bowl, okay, and you put all this material in the bowl and you mix it. Okay, what you will do? You will mix it and you will compress it gently, okay, so that it will not break. Okay, it should not break. Okay, gently you have to compress, okay, so that it will not break. Okay, and after mixing, after compressing and all, what you will do? Again you will keep this all. After compressing, after mixing, what you will do? You will keep this all on their respective place. Okay, where you have taken the outline, where you have made the outline on a piece of paper, so you will keep that all material back on their place. Okay, you will keep that back on their place. Okay, so one more material is left, that is the rubber band. Okay, rubber band I have not traced here. So what I will do with the rubber band is that I will trace the rubber band. I'll apply the external force. So after applying the external force on this rubber band, when I'll apply the external force on this rubber band, the rubber band will get stretched. Okay, it will get stretched and it will change its shape. And when I will not apply any force, as soon as I will remove the force, it will come back to its original shape. Okay, so this way the procedure. Okay, now what is the observation? Number one is that after mixing and compressing, okay, you keep this material back on there, where you have pressed it back on the paper, where you have taken the outline, and you will see that, what you will see, that whatever the shape we have drawn, it has got fixed in that same shape. Okay, what, our pencil has become more longer? No, or our coin has become, the shape of the coin has become, what is it, bigger? No, the shapes of the material which have taken before, okay, and after mixing also, the shapes are same. The shapes are same. Okay, and when we have applied the external force on the rubber band, okay, so the rubber band changes its shape, and but it comes back to its original shape. After applying the external force, it changes its shape, but it comes back to its original shape. So this activity shows us that solid has fixed shape. Yes, you know that solid has fixed shape. Have the material changed the shape? No, the material has not changed the shape after mixing. Okay, they are back to their original shape. They has their own shape. Okay, so until and unless we do not apply any external agent like force or heat, so the solid will not change its shape. So by this activity, we prove that solid has fixed shape. Okay, solid has fixed shape. So one more activity is there. So after that, I'll complete today's class. Okay. So let me do that activity also. Aim to show that a solid has a fixed wall. Materials required: iron nails, beaker, a glass ball, and 2 water troughs, big bowls which can contain the smaller bowl and the beaker, a measuring cylinder, some colored water. Add any watercolor so that the water displaced is easily visible, and a length of thread. Now what is the procedure? Okay, so what you have to do, you have to take one big bowl. Okay, you have to take one big bowl. Okay, you will take one big bowl, only one bowl you have to take. Okay, and inside this big bowl, you will put the small bowl. Okay, you will put the small bowl and you will fill this bowl, okay, with colored water. Why we are using the colored water? So that whatever the water will flow out can be easily visible. Okay, so you can use any color, okay, water. Okay, you can use any color in the water. So you have to fill this small bowl, okay, up to brim. Up to brim means till the top you have to fill this bowl with water. Okay, with the colored water you have to fill this. Okay. So you have to fill this, okay, up to brim. Okay, you have to fill this up to brim. The water should be up to brim. So I have filled this, I have taken the big bowl, and this inside this big bowl I have taken this small bowl. Now what I will do, I will take a bunch of iron nails. That iron nail is a solid. Okay, that iron nail is a solid. Okay, so now what you will do, okay, you will take a bunch of iron nail. Okay, you will take bunch of iron nail. Okay, and you will tie it with the thread. Okay, iron nail is a solid and you will suspend with the thread. Okay, so what you have to do after that, you have to, you have to gently put this bunch of iron nails suspended by the thread in this smaller bowl. Okay, so I'll put gently this bunch of iron nails, okay, in this, in this small bowl. So as soon as you will put, okay, the bunch of this iron nail, okay, inside this smaller bowl, what you will see is that the water will start to flow. All the water will start to flow out, okay, and it will get collected in this big bowl. Okay, it will get collected in the big bowl. Okay, now we have done. So now what you will do, whatever the water, okay, get collected in the big bowl, okay, you will keep it separately. We will keep it separately because we are going to measure how much water has flown out. Okay, okay. Now next step is what? You will take the same big bowl. Okay, you will take the same big bowl. You will take the same big bowl. And now in this one we have kept the small bowl in the big bowl. Okay, now we will keep the beaker. Now what we are going to keep is the beaker. beaker up to brim. Up to brim we are going to fill the beaker. Okay. Now same bunch of iron nail we are going to put gently in this beaker. Okay. So again the same bunch of iron nail. Okay, I am going to put this in this beaker. Okay. Okay. So as soon as I will put this bunch of iron nails, okay, so again the water will start to flow out. Okay, and it will get collected. It will start to flow out and it will get collected in the big bowl. Okay. So whatever the water again we got, okay, whatever the water we got, okay, which is flowed out of this beaker, when we have dipped this bunch of iron nail, so what you will do, you will collect this water also and you will keep it separate. Okay, water which we have got after collecting, so water which we have collected, okay, when it is flown out from the small bowl, and what water we have got, okay, after what is it is flown out of the beaker, both the water we will take separately, okay, and we will measure it on a measuring cylinder. And what you will observe is that both the volume of water is same. Here we have taken the small bowl and here we have taken the beaker. Okay, that doesn't matter. Okay, what matter is that the water flown, okay, from both this material, that is bowl, and from this beaker, it has displaced the equal amount of water. It has displaced the equal amount of water. When you will measure it on the measuring cylinder, you will observe that the volume is same. The volume is same. Now this shows that solid has fixed volume. And what was the solid? Was the iron nail. So when we have dipped this, iron nail in the small bowl, okay, and again in the what is a beaker, both the iron nails were same. Okay, so this shows that iron nail has a fixed volume. Have the iron nail changed the volume? No, it has not changed the volume. The volume we have got in the small bowl, okay, is same to the volume what we have got when the water flown out from the beaker. Okay, so the solid volume is fixed. Solid volume is fixed. And what is solid? Here we have taken is the iron nail. Okay, so understood? Procedure, okay, procedure was that I have shown you step by step, and what was the observation was that the volume of the displaced water was same. Okay, and what is the conclusion is that the reading which we got, the same volume, okay, of that what is a water displayed by that colored water displaced, okay, when we have dipped this what is a iron nail in the beaker and in the bowl, okay, so we can conclude that solid has fixed volume. Okay, solid has fixed volume. You can even try this experiment with the stone. Okay, you can tie the stone with the thread and you can dip it, okay, and then you can measure the volume. Okay, so when you will measure the volume, what you will get is that solid has the fixed volume. Okay, so with this I am going to end my today's class. Okay, so I hope you have understood. Okay, thank you.